Hey, my friends, greetings from Pennsylvania. Happy Friday. My wife and I have been so incredibly busy going from New Jersey to Pennsylvania, doing two meetings in Pennsylvania, very wonderful meetings, then leaving to go back to Connecticut today and spending a month ministering in the northeast part of the nation. So we're heading out in just a few hours. But I was talking to somebody, and a really great, um, well, it's exactly what we're going to talk about. A great revelation. God revealed something to me, very important. And as a matter of fact, we're going to be talking about God revealing things, revelation. So I want to start today's teaching with the first verse of Revelations chapter 1:1, the book of Revelations. And it says, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. This is not a study on the book of Revelations today, and this is not a study on the end times. As a matter of fact, I don't get interested in the end times. The reason why I don't get interested in the end times is because things will not turn out in exactly the way that anybody thinks. First of all, what John saw, he was getting visions, but it says that we see in part and we prophesy in part. And some of his stuff is even symbolic stuff. And because God is such a big God, he does things in very different ways to the ways that we think he's going to do it. So for me to try to figure out about the end times becomes a colossal waste of time. I see people debating back and forth about the end times on Facebook and other social media things. And to me, you waste more time. I focus myself on bringing the love and the power of God to this generation that I'm called to be part of. So this teaching has nothing to do with the book of Revelations, but it has something to do with the revelation of Jesus Christ. And really, the book of Revelation talks about the revelation of Jesus Christ. Now, the revelation comes from two Greek words, which means apokalypsos, and apokalypsos means to uncover something, So, if this is a pot of food that has, I'm cooking something in it, but it's covered, though I can smell it, unless I know what the food smells like, I have no idea what's inside unless I uncover it. So the uncovering of this pot is called revelation. I uncover so I can see what's inside. So talking to a person, it really hit me that what she said was so correct and so important, that Jesus Christ, one of the things about Jesus Christ is that he always wants to reveal himself or manifest himself. The word for manifestation is the word for phaneru, and in the similar way to Revelation, where you manifest by uncovering. In phaneru, you manifest because something shows up. It's the appearance of something. Revelation is uncovering. You can see because you uncover. In phanero, you see because it appears. But similar words. But I want to read to you a few scriptures here, because it's Jesus' desire to appear, or it's Jesus' desire to reveal himself. Now, we know that Jesus is invisible, and when he reveals himself or he appears, he rarely does it in a human, though he did it in the scriptures, in a human way that's tangible, like with flesh, but he does appear. Now, let me read these scriptures to you. Matthew 16:12. After that, Jesus appeared in a different form to two of them as they were going into the country. That's talking about the apostles. Mark 16:14. Afterwards, Jesus appeared to the 11 as they were reclining at the table, and he rebuked their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they did not believe those who saw him after he had been raised. John 21:1. After these things, Jesus showed himself or appeared again to the disciples at the Sea of Tiberias, and in this manner he showed himself. Notice that all these appearances are things that happened after he had died and he was no longer here on earth. He had ascended up to heaven. Finally, it says in John 21:14, this now was the third time Jesus was manifested or appeared to his disciples, having been raised from the dead. So there's a desire, part of what God wants to, is for Jesus to appear to us. Where I'm trying to get to this with is that I believe everything is Jesus. Everything that God has is in Jesus. So God told me, why don't you start to ask in my meetings, why don't you start to ask Jesus to appear? I'm not saying that he's going to walk in as a human being, but I think that the appearance of Jesus, he always appears in glory. And glory, as I told you, is the invisible God made manifest. And as I taught you yesterday out of Colossians 1 verse 11, the manifestation of glory, or the appearance of God's glory, always carries with it dominion power. And I told you that the dominion is the power to dominate things, cause things to submit, cause things to break, cause things to heal. That's what dominion is. So one of the characteristics of glory is dominion power. So we know that when Jesus appears, he always appears in glory. So any appearance of Jesus is going to bring with it signs and wonders, and it's also going to bring dominion. And because it is Jesus' desire to appear, he appeared to his disciples after he had ascended to heaven. So why would he not appear to us? I think that we just have to diligently ask him. I think that if we start saying, when we're having a meeting, instead of depending so much upon our own talents and skills, why do we say, Jesus, appear in our meetings? Reveal yourself. It is God's desire, it's Jesus' desire to reveal himself, to disclose himself. Why not start to ask Jesus, appear in our meetings. Reveal yourself in our meetings. See, the thing that I'm learning about the power of God and signs and wonders, that it's not about me trying to even muster up faith to execute a sign and wonder. It's really about saying, God, you're the one that, especially in the Old Testament, gave proof. You showed your works. You revealed your works to men. You revealed yourself with an outstretched arm and a mighty hand, and with great terrors and with signs and wonders. It all has to do with not what I do, but with asking God to appear or reveal himself with signs and wonders. I don't muster up anything. I don't do anything. It's God doing it. It's God doing it. God, appear. Jesus, appear. Jesus, disclose yourself. Jesus, reveal your works. Jesus, manifest your signs and wonders. See, the whole focus is away from me, and the focus is on God showing up. So that's basically what I wanted to teach you on. Let's start to ask God, ask Jesus to appear at our meetings, to reveal himself in our meetings, to disclose himself in our meetings. Let's ask him to start to disclose his signs and wonders, his great and mighty works. Say, Jesus, come into my meeting with an outstretched arm. Jesus, show me, reveal your outstretched arm at this meeting. Reveal your mighty hand at this meeting. Reveal your signs and wonders at this meeting. Okay, my friends, God bless you. We have to get on the road, so we'll see you tomorrow from Connecticut. Bye-bye.